Making a lot of videos on my couch lately. Usually I film my videos in the morning, post them at night. By almost 10 o'clock at night, I'm sitting on the couch watching a horror movie, scrolling TikTok, whatever. It's only been a week that this guy has been in office. Let's talk about Trump's latest thing in relation to the stock market, which is he hit these massive tariffs on Colombia. You might be saying, Colombia, who cares? They're not our biggest, but just look. You remember when all the Trump supporters before the election were saying, like, we don't pay the tariffs, the other country pays them. And everyone's like, well, you fucked around, now you're going to find out. Well, look at the article that it says right here. This is on CNBC's website. Here are the Colombian goods you may be paying more for under Trump's tariffs. Now, this is a busy week in the stock market for corporate earnings, right? Companies report their earnings. And people always say, well, what do I do? How do I trade? What's the trade going into it? Trading earnings is incredibly volatile because you see this and it says, oh, Starbucks, they're reporting their earnings on Tuesday. Oh, that should be interesting, right? I'm thinking this should be interesting. The CEO of Starbucks was formerly the CEO of Chipotle, who was formerly the CEO of Taco Bell, and he's reinvented all these companies. So now he's at Starbucks, and he's been making some changes. Oh, I'm curious. I wonder if, oh, wait. So here's what happened. Trump says that he's going to immediately impose a blanket 25% tariff on all goods coming into the U.S. from Colombia. This announcement came after Colombia rebuffed a U.S. military flight of deported immigrants. He also said that the tariffs would soar to 50% in a week. And as you can see, Colombia accounts for 20% of the coffee. Now, Colombia has said that they will retaliate with their own tariff, which means if Trump raises a tariff in a week to 50%, they'll do 50%, and bam, we're in a trade war with Colombia for now, and it's going to probably spiral into other places very soon. Here's another, well, hold on. So back to Starbucks for a second. First of all, this is why investing in individual stocks carries a little bit of risk, because at any given moment, something can derail something else, right? So like we were saying, oh, the CEO from Chipotle, now he's working at Starbucks. Oh, he's going to make all these plans. He's going to change it. He's going to do all these things. Now coffee is going to be more expensive. And look at this. The price of coffee rose 3.8% in 2024, above the overall rate of inflation, blah, blah, blah. So coffee's already expensive, and now it's going to get even more expensive. Great. When a company reports earnings, they talk about two things. One, they talk about the last couple of months. Here's what we did. Here's how much we made. Here are our same-store sales. We saw this good news. We saw that bad news, whatever. And then Wall Street digests it, and they go, okay, now that's the old news. What about in the future? What about for the next quarter or the remainder of the year? How do you see that going? That's when they issue what's called guidance. They say, well, our outlook for the rest of the year is, mostly going to be this or mostly going to. Now there is this curveball because of Trump that, it's going to definitely impact this earnings call, and we're all going to be in wait and see mode because, when the prices go up, they never come down, right? Starbucks isn't going to raise the prices, and then when the trade war is over, they're going to lower, unless people like blanket stop going, then they will. But most people, we know how it is. Most people say boycott this, boycott that, stop going, show them, teach them. But most people don't, because the convenience is there and they just eat the cost and they go, whatever, I need my coffee. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. It's also going to be interesting to see what happens when you alienate all of our allies and all these people that we work with and that we have trade deals with. They're going to go and they're going to find some other ally. And guess who it's going to end up being? It's going to end up being China. So if this company gets a tariff and that company gets a tariff and this one and that one, then they'll just cut us out of the equation completely. And they'll go, well, we don't even need America. We'll go here, which means our goods will skyrocket. And this could be one of those things that we look back 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now and go, oh my God, this was such a disaster. We lose our standing globally as like the superpower, and someone else like China is happy to step in and go, oh, you need a different ally? America's not doing it for you? Hey, we're over here. We'll do it. Uh-oh. We are, for so many uninformed and misinformed voters, at the very, very beginning of the find out phase. The question is, will they wake up and realize, oh, we did this by voting for this idiot? Or will Trump say, it wasn't me, it was the fault of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're the ones to blame for this. And then his base will go, that fucking Donatello. Smash that follow if you want to learn how to invest. You're gonna need to invest your money because the cost of things are only gonna increase over the next now foreseeable future, probably. The only way to get ahead is through the stock market, which you might hate, you might think is evil, but in my opinion is a necessary evil. It is the only way. It is the only way, especially now with what I think is going to be an orchestrated recession to crash the economy so the wealthy can get even wealthier and buy up all our assets and buy up all our foreclosed homes. So hold on to your shit and invest your money.